Okay, so tonight what we're going to do, we're going to go over the veterans application. And the reason why I want to do this veterans application with you, because I want you to be able to save money so you don't have to pay consultants. A lot of them charge $1,000 or more to do this application. So you can easily do this yourself. All you have to do, when I record this video, play it on one computer while you're on another electronic device. Play it for 5 seconds with me showing you, and then pause it, and then come here and do exactly what I tell you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing we're going to do on this application, read it. Tell us what type of courses your facility will provide and you wish to be approved for. So basically it's asking you, what type of programs are you going to provide? Barber, stylist, nail tech, whatever. All right. And please select only one option per school. That's what they mean by facility code. So we got to read these. Non-college degree, a vocational, business school, or public safety training academy, which offers a certificate or diploma program. Does your program offer a diploma certificate? We got to know that. Vocational flight school. We're not flying no airplanes. We know it's not that. License certification exam. Let's read that. An organization that issues a license or certifications demonstrating the level of knowledge or skill required to enter into, maintain, or advance employment in government business. That's not that. Preparatory courses for license certification. An organization which offers programs to prepare an individual for a license or certification that is required or used to enter into, maintain, or advance employment predetermined. These facilities do not receive tuition payments from the VA. It's not that. Correspondence school. It's not that. High school. We know we're not that. Apprenticeship or on-the-job training is not apprenticeship. Multi-state apprenticeship training. So what we got to do is choose the correct one. And it's a non-college degree. Okay? Since it's a non-college degree, we're going to check that. All right? We check that. Now, it's very important that you read. If you can read and follow instructions, you can do anything. I'm telling you, if you can read and follow instructions, you can get rich. If you don't follow instructions, even if you can read and you don't follow instructions, you will make a lot of mistakes. Look what it says. Please complete worksheet A only. So that's letting us know we got to do this application, but we only have to do worksheet what? A. So let's go down. The name of your organization. We'll just say Mary Beauty School. I'm just putting that as an example. VA facility code. Look, if known, you're not going to have a facility code because you're not even approved yet. So let's scroll on down. Physical address. That's the address of your school. 203 blank street. And then we'll just say Houston, Texas. We'll put a zip 37075. All right. Now, mailing address, if same, leave blank. Okay, so the mailing address is the same as our school. So we're going to leave that blank. Organizational website, your school website address, www. I'll just say Barber.com, or you would put marybeautyschool.com, whatever your email address is for your school. Now, name of school certifying official, leave blank for initial application. Name of certifying school official, name of school certifying official, leave blank for initial application. This is our initial application. 5B, school certifying official email address. Leave blank for initial application. All right, you said leave it blank for the initial application. Go on to part 3. certification and signature of authorizing official. 6, additional documentation. The state approving agency may require additional information or documentation to process a facility approval and meet applicable state or local laws. Now, name of authorizing official. So if you're the school owner, you're going to be doing this, we'll put your name. So Mary Jones. Signature. What that means is you sign your name right there. Okay. So I just put sign your name. Okay. So you're going to sign your name right here. Now, date signed, whatever date you sign, you will just say 02/0, I'm just going to put 08/2024. All right. Now, we're going down. The next thing, we still on worksheet what? A. That's all we got to fill out. Tell us why you are submitting this application. Is it the initial application? This is a request for an initial approval to be designated as an institution with programs eligible for participation in VA, GI Bill benefit programs. Or is it a 24-month review? We know it's not a 24-month review because look, this is a request for a full reapproval. It's not a reapproval because we ain't got approved yet. So we know it's not that. Approval updates. This is a request for approval of one or more additional programs based on an addendum published for a currently approved catalog. Our catalog ain't even been approved yet, so we know it's not that. So what is it? Initial application. That's right, Charles. That's right, China, Victoria, Tracy. Initial application. Now we're going to keep going. Extensions. Please list extension campuses for which you are seeking approval, including the campus name. We don't have no extension campuses. We only got one school right now. So guess what? It doesn't apply to us. We just put in 8. They don't even apply to us. Now, 3, look at this. Extensions. Please list other previously approved off-campus locations. We don't have none. Okay? That doesn't apply to us because we hadn't even been approved. Now, let's go down here to number 4. If more than 4 extensions, please attach a copy. That don't apply to us. Keep going. 4A is very important. If we just read, it'll take us a long way in life. If we just take our time, slow down, and read. The institution is classified as what? Public. It's not a public school like most of us went to public school. Is it a private for-profit, meaning an individual or it's an LLC or we own it? Or is it a private nonprofit? 99.9% of the time, private for-profit. So we're going to click that. And when you're filling this out, all of y'all in the program, anything that you don't know, all you got to do is email the team. That's all you got to do. That's simple. You don't even have to try to figure it out and all that. Let's keep going. And ChatGPT, you're not going to be able to fill this out with ChatGPT and all this other stuff. Has the facility been continually in operation, enrolling students, and able to confer diplomas or certificates for the previous 24-month period? Now listen to this. Has the facility been continually in operation, enrolling students? Basically, it's asking you that. But look at this. For the previous 24-month period. So basically, has your school been open for 2 years, for 24 months? That's why I tell y'all about the VA, it takes 2 years. Now, it may be some other states, you may know somebody or whatever, I don't know, but based on this application and based on when I had my school in 98 and got this approved in 2000, 2 years later, it was always 2 years. So let's look at this. If no, if your school hadn't been open for 2 years, guess what? If no, please do not proceed filling out this form. You can go take a break or go eat you some grapes or whatever. It's over. You got to wait. And I'm going to share something with y'all. I've never seen the most impatient people in my life. If you open a school and start from scratch, it's going to take you about 2.5 to 3 years to get accredited and start receiving the Title IV money, Pell Grant, subsidized, unsubsidized student loans. It's going to take you about 2.5 years to start receiving this money. That's not a long period of time. When I opened my school in 98, Ms. Velma said, well, Chin, it's going to be 3 years before you get accredited. I'm thinking, okay, well, that's not a long time. If you all do not open a school, you got a 99% chance that you're going to stay working behind the chair to the day that you die. Okay? And that may be a hard pill for some people to swallow. But anybody that's been in the industry a very long time, 20 years, 30 years, or whatever, think about it. If you don't open a school, what are you going to do? Are you going to go work a job? What are you going to do? So 3 years for accreditation and 2 years to get this is not a long time. And I hear beauty professionals, barbers, stylists, nail techs, estheticians, puffing and puffing 3 years. Well, look, you've been doing that 30 years, 40 years. You've been behind that chair 10 years, 20 years. What's 3 years? 3 years, you're still going to be doing the same thing. So I'm telling you, if you open a school and go through this process, it's going to change your family's life. It's going to change your life. So this is very important. This is just one of the government applications. So now we'll just say we have been open 2 years. Boom, click that. Has your facility experienced a change of ownership in the previous 24 months, previous 2 years? 9 times out of 10, no. Keep going. What is the state government body that authorizes your facility to operate? What that is your state board. Your state board. So whoever your state board is, you're going to put that right here. All right. So basically, we'll just say we're going to go here to this school and you just go to your catalog. Can y'all see this catalog right here? Let me know if y'all can see this catalog. I need to know if y'all can see this catalog. Somebody put something in the chat. Can y'all see this catalog? Okay, great. So basically, all we're going to do is go down here to his state board. That's it. This is his state board. Everybody's state board is different. So you're going to put this right here. All right? That's what you're going to do. So I just wanted to share that with you all so you would know basically what that is. So we'll go back here to the application and we'll just say our state board. I'm just putting this TSU board. And then what you're going to do, put the address 224 Ray Street. And then what we're going to do, the city and state, we'll just put where China's at, Chicago, Illinois. And then we'll put a zip code, just anything, okay? So now, that's our state board. You're going to put your state board. Now, I know we got people on here from everywhere. You know, we got Tracy in Mississippi. We got China in Illinois. We got Queen Jane Hilton in Missouri. We got Javonda in Fairwell, Pennsylvania. Karen in Brooklyn, New York. LaJuan Dior in South Carolina. I mean, we got people everywhere. Michelle Barnes, South Carolina. Paris Tran, Washington. Siobhan Savanja, California. We got Zandra out there in Milwaukee. I mean, we got a lot of people on here from different places. So that means everybody has a different state board, different address. Put your state board. Keep going. The institution is classified as you're not accredited yet, non-accredited. Now, if applicable, provide names of institutional accredited agencies recognized by the U.S. Department of Education. So if you were accredited by NACAS, then you would put NACAS right there. It would be NACCAS. But you're not going to be accredited when you do this. You're going to do this before you get accredited. Okay? Now, we scrolling down. We still on worksheet A, because that's the only worksheet we got to do. Why? Because it says so. What type of training modalities are you requesting approval? You may check more than one box. Not all modalities are approvable for all facilities. The state approving agency will make a determination of which training modalities are approvable at your facilities. So let's look at this. Resident training, face-to-face interaction of instructor and student. Are your students face-to-face at your facility? Are y'all at the same location? Do they have a regular scheduled time to come to your school? Do they? Okay, we'll put yes. Non-resident training, distance learning. A lot of you all do not have distance learning, so you would skip that. Some of y'all may have distance learning, but the majority of you all do not have distance learning. Contracted course. All a part of your program education, the school may be provided by another school or entity under contract. No. Remedial/deficiency training. Any secondary level course or subject not, no. Supervised practical training. Let's look at that. Academic training that includes internship, practicum, and other occupational-based instruction that is required for program completion. This student must remain enrolled in the school during these courses and under the direction of supervision of the school. That's one too. But if you just click that one, you'll be good. All right. It says you may check more than one box. But if you do this one, you're good. Farm cooperative course, no. Combination correspondence and resident course, no. So we'll move on down. You can check this one too, or you can just have that one checked. Now, let's go down here. Part 2 of worksheet A. We still on worksheet A because it told us that's the only worksheet we got to do. Okay, now let's look at this. Information regarding facility catalog or other facility publications. Note, if the facility only uses brochures and not a formal catalog, nope, we use a formal catalog. And everybody in the program, y'all already get a catalog that's already in compliance with NACAS, that already has all of this stuff in there. So let's look at this. Facility's name, address, and telephone number. Okay, we'll go to our catalog. It's right here. You see that? So we'll just highlight that, or we'll type it in. We'll go back here. And telephone number. So we got to highlight that. Notice it said, and telephone number. Well, so what we got to do, we're going to have to do some typing. So basically you would type the school name in. Someone's, I just put S Beauty School, and then the address. We'll just say 222A. And then we'll just say Dallas, Texas. And then we'll put the zip. Okay. And then they want the phone number. Okay. Facility name, we got the school name, the address, we got the address, and telephone number. Now, we've had some people that didn't put the telephone number. You're not following the instructions. And when you deal with the government, they're very meticulous. They're A-type personality, very peculiar, very picky or whatever. So do exactly what it says. Now, Information provided. Where is this information provided in the catalog? I don't know. Okay, well, let's look. What page is it? Scroll down. What page is it, y'all? Right here. So guess what we're going to do? Guess what we're going to do? Guess what we're going to do, Cherie? Hey, Mayor, guess what we're going to do? Esthetician, Savannah, we're going to put a 1 right here. See how smart we are? We're all geniuses on here. Yeah. List, look at this. Listing of institutions, administrators, and school officials. That's the people that run the school. That's what y'all do. So let's go to the catalog. Go to the catalog. Right here. Look. There they go right here. Put their name. What page is it on? Page 1. So you go back here, put their name. I just put Savannah and Dennis. We'll put their last name, Buckley, Savannah Buckley, Dennis Buckley. All right. What page is it on? 1. Now, calendar of the school showing holidays, beginning and ending date of each term, and other important dates. I don't know what a catalog is, China. This catalog, I don't even know what these dates, what they ask in the calendar, but I can read. So guess what? Look, there it is right here. There it is. What page is it on? Page 4. So guess what we're going to do? Go here. We're going to put page 4. Calendar of the school showing holidays and beginning and end dates of each term. Okay, the holidays. It's on page 4. So guess what? We can highlight that and put these holidays in there. And them days, them dates. Martin Luther King Day. We'll make that smaller. Memorial Day. Independence Day. I'd have to make this small or retype it. But I'm not going to make that small, retype it, because you all understand it. Okay, institutions grading system. All we have to do is go to our catalog. That's it. Let's look for the grades. Let's look for the grades. Look, here it is right there. Okay, page 5. Put the grading system in there. So basically we would put that in there, 90 to 100 or A and so forth. So I'll just do 1, 90 to 100 is a A. All right. Now, and then we would do the B and all that stuff and keep going on down. All right. So we'll keep going. Institutions, graduation requirements. All right. Let's go here. Graduation requirements. There it is right there. Copy that. And then come over here. We'll have to make this smaller for where it would fit. I'll make the font real small where everything would fit. And then what page is it on? Go here. It's on page 5. Now, I know a lot of y'all are probably getting bored by looking at this, but I'm going to keep going because it's going to come a time when you all have to do this. And if y'all in the program, of course, we're going to help you with that. But if you're not, you can at least save on this by saving you $1,000 and not paying these consultants. So we're going to go here. Academic probation, suspension, and reinterest policy. All right. And I'm going to share something with you all. The great thing about this, you don't even have to put none of this in here. All right. all we got to do right here is put the numbers. All right. And right here, all you got to do is put catalog. All right. So what you going to do, catalog, catalog. Right here, catalog is going in all of these. Now, I just did that. You see what I just did? One of the last schools, it was a school that filled this out, and Summer had to go back in and change that. Okay? To all of this. Catalog. That's what you do. So what did we just do? We just read. Okay? So now we keep going. Academic probation suspension. Where is it at? Catalog. Are you going to put the name in there? No, you're not going to do that. All right? Because there's going to be some people that's going to watch this video and they're going to be copying and pasting it in there. And then they're just going to leave. Oh, I got that. Well, no, you got a curveball. You got to watch this to the end. You got to put your catalog. So we're going to keep going. Academic probation, suspension, and reentrance policies. So academic probation, suspension, and reentrance policies. So what we're going to do, we'll go to our catalog. And what we're going to do, we're going to look for that. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to the catalog. And we're looking for that. Okay. Academic progress evaluations, warnings, probation. So we need to take heed of that. Reentry, what page is that? Page 10. And it asked us something else. And reentry, suspension, reentry, probation. So let's go here. Okay, so now that tells us this page right here, 10 and 9. Okay. And then we got to look at this again. Academic probation. So 10, we got 9 and 10. So we'll go here. What we're going to put? Catalog. 9 and 10. Institution maintains records of grades and transcripts, a minimum of 3 years. Okay, well, we got to go through this catalog and we got to find that they maintain the records at least 3 years or more. So where's it at, Queen Jane? Let's look. Okay, look. Upon written request, basically, all student records will be maintained at least 6 years. They said at least a minimum. What page is this on? 5. So we go here and put 5. Okay. Now, if applicable, institution's attendance policy. All right. So we go here and we just look for the attendance policy. Where's the satisfactory academic progress? So attendance, this is going to be on here. Attendance progress evaluations. Okay. What page is that? 8. So we go here and hit 8. And we're going to answer questions at the end. We'll keep going. And I know a lot of y'all probably looking at this and saying, oh, this is easy and all that. No, I'm telling you, when you get this, a lot of this stuff can be confusing. It can be very confusing. Some questions are tricky. I tricked y'all early on. We'll keep going. Now, let's look at this. Institutions policy on granting credit for prior education and training. Now, what is that? Basically, that's your policy, the transfer policy, when students are coming in or whatever, transferring from another school. So let's look and see. Let's go to our catalog. And we're looking for a transfer. There it is, transfer hours. Okay, there it is right there. We charge students by the hour. Student transfer hours evaluated on actual hours. We accept hours from other institutions. What page is this on, Victoria? Page 10. Okay. And y'all can literally catalog this training right here. Y'all can take this training, start marketing to schools. Hey, we help you get VA approved. That's what we do. Hey, the other school owners, they probably not going to be able to do it. So you can make you an easy lick. All right, easily. So we'll keep going. Because guess what? If they get one VA student approved, how much money could they get? How much your tuition is. If they get one VA student approved, VA will pay up to maybe 22,000 and something, almost 23,000. So imagine that. You VA approved now. You got somebody at the, I'll share this with y'all. But let me pause. If your tuition is 15,000 and you know the VA will pay you about 22,000 up to that, somewhere in there, you can't charge VA students 22,000 and your other students the 15,000. That's discriminating. So whatever your tuition cost is for your school, that's what it remains all across the board with all of your students. All right. Now, accredited facilities only. So that says accredited facilities only. So what does it tell us? Doesn't pertain to us. That's what that means. Now, school policy on admissions enrollment with respect to enrollment dates and specific entry requirements for each course. What's our enrollment policy? I don't know, but I can read. Y'all don't have to be the best teacher. I don't know how to teach. I can read my ladies. Miss Velma says stay one chapter ahead. And y'all got to get all this stuff out of your brain. Well, I got to do this or do that. No, you do not. I had a school 20 years. Never taught at a school. If you can read and follow instructions, you can do it. And if you got a proven mentor or somebody to help you, it makes it easier. People say, well, you didn't have experience when you opened your school. I did. I did have experience when I opened my school. I was in Miss Velma's program, Cherie, and Miss Velma had been doing it 30 years. So guess what? I had 30 years experience. Okay? Any question you could ask me, it didn't matter. You don't have to know everything as long as you know someone that does. That's all you got to do. As long as you know somebody that does. I don't know how to do wigs or any of that stuff, but you know what? I can call China. I don't know how to cut hair that good, but you know what? I can call Jason West. I don't know how to do hair that good, but you know what? I can call Javonda and her mom. Okay, I don't know how to do nails, but you know what? I can call Karen Morrison. I can call LaWan to do hair. Michelle Barnes to show me how to teach and do hair. She's been doing it over 30 years, so it doesn't matter. I can call Sabina on how to do hair, call Tracy, Zandra. So we just got to connect and don't let people put things in our brain. So now, it asked about the admissions policy. We're going to look for it. There it is right there, admissions requirements. Right here, what page is it on? Page 4. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over here, and what we're going to do? Page 4. And then we're going to keep it pushing, keep it moving. All right. Now, a kid could do this. Y'all's children could do this. Everything is broken down in first grade level. Institutions policy relating to student conduct and conditions for dismissal for unsatisfactory conduct. Where is it located? Go here. Go to your rules and regulations. On conduct for dismissal. May terminate a student's enrolled in non-compliance with general policies and all that. Page 14. So what are you going to do? You're going to go here and you're going to type catalog, CATALOG. And then you're going to put the page number, 14. Listing of program descriptions and the outlines. What programs are you teaching? Barber, Cosmo, nails, aesthetics, natural hair, all that. If you are, let's go to where he's teaching them. So go here to the catalog, go to the outline. It starts right here, Barber course, starting on page 12, but he got 2 courses. So guess what? 12 and 13. So what we gonna do? It's in the catalog, and what we gonna do here? Put a 12 and a 13. See how smart we are? We real smart. They're gonna think you're a genius. Non-accredited facilities must itemize subjects or units in the course type of work or skill to be learned, and approximate time and clock hours to be spent on each subject or unit, including breakdown of theory and shop hours. You ain't said nothing. That don't scare us. Let's go here. We don't care about that. They go to hours. They go to breakdown. That's on page 13. And guess what? Look, they go to hours and breakdown right here. You ain't said nothing. What page is this? 12. So that's 12 and 13. You already got that done. Look. 12. Don't let that scare you. All these big words and stuff. Description of available space, facilities, and equipment. It's just describing your school, basically your chairs, stations, restrooms, or whatever. So we'll just go to that catalog. This is too easy for us. I'm wasting y'all time on here. This is too easy. We could have been teaching or doing something else, y'all. I had a guest speaker. Okay, there it is right there, facilities and equipment. What page is it? Page 4. I know I'm boring y'all, but this is going to help somebody, and it's going to save somebody a lot of money. Now, evidence that educational and experience qualifications of directors, administrators, and instructors teaching courses for which approval is sought are adequate. Okay. Now, this evidence right here, go here. Evidence that the educational and experience qualifications of directors, administrators, teachers. All right. Now, the question is, do you have a license? Do you have your instructor's license? Do you have your teaching license? All right. Some evaluators want you to send that in too, so they can see that you have your instructor's license. You have evidence of that. Some evaluators at the VA, because they got 50 different VAs, all different states or whatever, probably more than that, more people. So you may not, they may not just accept the page where you have what they do, whether they're an instructor or whatever. Like right here, they may want, some of them want you to submit an instructor's license. Some of them just want you to put right here page number. Evidence that courses or programs designed to prepare an individual for state licensure or certification meet all licensure or certification requirements, may be included within the listing of programs submitted for approval. Okay, so now we'll go here. Let's go here, and we're going to go to the outline. Where's the outline of what they will be able to do? Okay. Full-time professional barber course requires this. This will entitle you to take the Tennessee State Board of Barber examination. This is page, and 1,500 hours required of training. So this is page 12 and 13. Here. Catalog 12 and 13. Now, evidence that the courses or programs designed to prepare an individual for employment in an occupation that requires state approval, licensure, certifications meet standards may be included within listing or programs submitted for approval. Evidence that courses or programs designed to prepare an individual for employment. Okay, so we'll go back here. That same page, 12 and 13. We'll go back here. And then put catalog. If applicable, descriptions of basic skills, remedial or deficiency subjects, including English as a second language, high school completion options, GED, etc., and other special or alternative learning subjects, if applicable. So, no. They don't have that. All right, non-accredited facilities must complete the areas below. Detailed listing of facilities, tuition, fees, and charges. Okay, so basically we got to go in this catalog and see how much tuition is, kits, books, registration, all that stuff. So let's go to the catalog. And we got to find that. There it is right there. Tuition, application fee, books, kit, all that. What page is this? Page 16. So we put 16. Name of governing body, corporate owner, and board members. If you're, what is your corporate? Who's the corporate owner? Probably you. Who is the corporation owns it? Sally LLC. Let's go here. Who owns it? Here. Well, it's the owner instructor, Morris Wilder, so we'll put a 1. Name and qualifications of school faculty. Okay. Catalog. We're going to put catalog here. And we got to find out where this is located. The faculty. I don't know. The people that work there. So we got to look at this. This is the faculty right there. What page was that? 1. Okay, so that's page 1. So now what we got to do on this VA application, put that there. All right, so now we're going to keep going. Attendance policy, which includes excuse, unexcused, absence, tardiness, excessive absences, makeup, work, interruptions for unsatisfactory attendance. So let's go to that. Catalog. So we're looking for that attendance policy. Excuse, unexcused, which is on here. Attendance policy, attendance students, somewhere on here. Terminate family members. Students receive a comprehensive. Okay, so this is page. What page is this? Page 15. Institutions refund policy, non-accredited. Okay. So we got to find institutions refund policy. So we're going to go to the refund policy. There it is right here. Just the refund policy. What page is that? 7. They're going to think y'all real smart. Now, provide an addendum on institution letterhead signed by the boss for any information requested above that is not currently listed in the catalog or other school publications. So basically, what they're saying is anything that they ask for up here that's not in the catalog, you want to get some letterhead, sign it, and submit that, all right, as an addendum, meaning like an attachment with that, all right? So that's what you want to do. So we'll keep going. And a lot of that could be your license, different license, instructor's license, things of that nature. Or it could be other stuff that's not in your catalog if you don't have it in there. Okay, so now, review of programs. You must also submit the list of programs for approval on a separate form provided by the state approving agency for which you are requesting approval. All right, read this. You must also submit the list of programs for approval on a separate form provided by the state approving agency for which you are requesting approval. So now the state board will give you a letter of all the programs that you are approved for. All right, so you want to get that letter from the state board and you want to submit that too. If you don't have a letter, contact the state board. They'll email you a letter with all your programs that are approved. All right, and then we're going to answer a lot of questions at the end. All right, so now we understand that. Okay. Part 3, we're still on worksheet 8. Has any federal, state, government entity taken adverse regulatory action? Basically, has any of the state boards or any government agencies you've been in trouble with or whatever, they took action against the school? 99% of the time, no. Has the facility been named as a defendant in any litigation related to its training programs? 99% of the time, no. We'll keep going. All right. They usually want a letter, but depending on your evaluator, they may take a certificate of school license, but most of the time they want a letter with those programs. And even when you go through NACA's, your accreditation, at some point, you're going to have a letter from your state board with all the programs that they approve. Okay, accredited facilities only. Did y'all hear that? Accredited facilities only, excluding medical residency program. All right. So read this. Has the facility been subject to probation, suspension, or order show cause? No. All right. Non-accredited facilities only. Look at this. Excluding medical. Has the Is the facility financially sound and capable of fulfilling? Yes. Keep going. New facilities only. New facilities, that's all of us. Please submit documentation identifying the following. What documentation? Identifying what? Let's read it. The number of students who have entered and graduated from all programs during the preceding 2-year period. All right, so what does that mean? How many students started and graduated from all your programs the past 2 years? That's what that means. So just get a list, a little spreadsheet. All right. Keep going. So that's 16. So we got to have that as an attachment. Hopefully y'all understand that. If you had 20 students started, 15 graduated. You had them 10 that started, these 15 right here graduated. Like on the spreadsheet, that's simple. Now, worksheet 8, we still on that. All facilities, the institution certifies the following statements. Basically, the institution complies with all applicable laws. Basically, what this is saying, you understand all this. During the 5-year period preceding the date of this application, the institution has not been subject to a, you ain't been in trouble, all this, or whatever. So what it says there, initial here. So we're going to put some initials. So we'll just put, who we going to put? We're going to put ZT, Zandra Thomas. Or, I don't know, you know, we may put Floyd Jarvis. We may put Shamir Miller or China McNeil, Cherie Mosey, Dion. We may put Jane Hilton, Charles Hilton, Jason West, Javonda Jones, Karen Morrison. We may put Kerry Wilkerson. We may put LaJuan Dior. We may put Michelle Barnes, Paris Tran. We may put Pam McCree. I don't know. We may put Savanja, Sonia Hildreth. You got to put your name. We may put Dennis Buckley. We may put Savannah Buckley. We may put Tracy Williams, Victoria Polino. All right, but put your initials right here. Now, going to number 18, all facilities. You got to maintain your records. And for at least 3 years. But you got to maintain them for 6 years with NACA. So you're going to have all these records, the attendance records, the grades, all of that stuff. The VA, they have a minimum attendance percentage of 75%. NACA's, of course, is 67%. So you'll have an addendum at the end of your catalog. And some of you already have that 2-page addendum. I probably already sent it to y'all. All right. So basically you'll read all these and guess what you're going to do? Initial, ZT, and we're going to keep going. We still on A. This is the easy stuff right here. All y'all got to do is read this. The institution will be financially responsible for VA payments made directly to the institution for students that have provided your facility with the certification, basically, or the enrollment of the students must provide individually. Y'all can read all this. All y'all want to do is initial it, but you do want to read it. Don't leave it blank because it's going to get rejected. All facilities, institutions that participate in VA programs must agree to electronic funds transfer, direct deposit. We want that because we want you to wire that money right in our bank account. And when y'all get this, even like I'll share one school owner, Albany, to Kenya. She was working at the prison making like 20-something thousand a year as an officer. She opened her school. She would be in the tower studying for her tests and everything, and she got her school. One student, she would get $22,250, one VA student. And y'all saw her on the YouTube, and she talked about it, how when that $22,250 hit her bank account, she couldn't believe it. Can you imagine working at a prison as an officer, your check for the whole year, $22,000 something, you making $400 something every week or whatever, $900 something every 2 weeks. And then you open up this school and you get VA approved and in one whop, yeah, one whop, electronic transfer, boom, you wake up and you see all this money in your bank account. It's real. I know it's kind of hard to fathom that. It was really hard for me. Heck, I was in prison cutting hair for 3 cents an hour, living at a halfway house, cutting hair for free there, and then open up a little raggedy school with 0 students. Think about that. And then a couple of years later, they wiring that type of money to my bank account. I didn't sleep for a long time. I did not sleep. I had my computer in a room. I'd wake up about 2 in the morning and check, 3 in the morning, because you know when they're doing the wire transfers, it'll come in the wee hours of the morning. So this is real. It's very real. I'm gonna get some old bank statements too and put that out there. So now we're gonna keep going. All facilities that participate, yeah, we want the electronic funds. We want that money wired to our bank account. So you're gonna initial that. Non-accredited facilities only. The following requirements for participation. Okay, y'all can read this, but you're gonna initial it. It's almost like when you getting that house, all them documents, or you selling the house, doing the close. It's a bunch of documents. I just be scribbling my name here. Boom, boom, hurry up and give you my money. We'll keep going. Worksheet A, part 5. Advertising and marketing. You want to read this. Any marketing materials that you have, you want to submit that. And all work by supervised students. A copy of recruiting and advertising materials may you use. They want to see that. All the advertising materials. All right. If you have going through now, because you have your annual report, the graduation, placement, licensure rate, you can publish that. All right. And where you got the data from, the source. You want to make sure that you read this. I'm not going to read all of this because we've been on here an hour and I know some of y'all bored and ready to go and tired and all of that. I'm not going to read all this. You all can read all of this. Now we're down here. You done read all of this and understand the fine print. So guess what? Initial there. If you got any remarks, need additional space, you can put that here or attach that. Scroll on down. Guess what? This is worksheet B. It told us we ain't had to do worksheet B. We just had to do worksheet A. Okay. So what we just did. So you're going to send in some attachments too. And we know about those attachments. You're going to send this catalog right here. Send this catalog in. Okay. And any other attachments. So I wanted to share this with you all. Here's the enrollment agreement. There it is right here. So, and then you can print this out. But I wanted to go through this application with you so you could have an understanding of this. Hopefully y'all learn some stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and stop this. But I wanted to do this so you all wouldn't have to pay any consultants out there, whatever. This will save you some money. Of course, all of y'all in the program, if y'all need help filling it out, the ladies will do it.